Hi there. My name's Klaus Ruba. Thank you for letting me participate in this pitch event. I'm co-founder of the digital silent auction platform BidBeacon, and let me share my screen. There we go. So the problem with traditional silent auctions is primarily of accessibility. There's busy tables crowded around, short time frame to bid, people have to be on site, and bidders aren't notified when they're outbid. And then the auction close procedure tends to be a bit chaotic as well, as people are trying to pay and pick up their items. Solution is to go digital, manage everything from the phone. Guests can bid remotely, they can bid from their tables, from the golf cart. They get notified when they're outbid, and all this leads to more participation and more engagement. I don't know if you see that graph on the side there, but it shows at one of the golf tournaments, the bidding was feverish for 4 hours on the tournament while people are out on the greens, rather than just for the couple minutes when they're in the clubhouse at the end of it. For market validation, we were fortunate enough that we were actually approached by the Edmonton Christmas Bureau, who did the market scan and couldn't find a solution that met their needs. So we built them an MVP that they used at their Christmas breakfast fundraiser to great success, and they've used it every year since. And so we ran a simple AdWords campaign to see if there was any interest, and there was. And so at that point, we decided to commercialize it. Our target market is really the tens of thousands of small silent auctions that are run by schools, sports teams, charities, and that market is huge, but the biggest challenge that we face is digital adoption of a digital platform. People are still kind of tied to that paper, but COVID has definitely accelerated the trend towards going digital. Our product, BidBeacon, is pretty much digitizes all aspects of silent auction. Takes about 1 minute per item to set up an auction. We have payment integration, so managing the close is super streamlined. People just come up to pick up their items, and admins can see that they've already paid and keep track of what's been picked up. Our pricing is completely transparent and flexible. So basically per auction, people can scale it up as needed. So they can start with free. The free tier is mostly just to try it out. And then as they add items and invite more guests, they can buy add-ons to keep expanding. So we just try to make it as flexible as possible. And then we're also pursuing kind of bulk packages for people who run more auctions than just one a year. Over the last 2.5 years, we've seen steady growth. Adoption's been good. We see a little bit of a dip on in the spring of this year as COVID hit. I think there's a lot of a wait and see approach as people were waiting to, the canceled events. And recently, the last couple of weeks, that's really taken off again. And I think that we're going to come out of this stronger than before, just because people are conditioned to do stuff online. This is our competitive landscape. Givergy is by far the most well-known, but they charge anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 for an auction, very full service. A lot of the other ones in the top half charge $500 to $1,000 for an auction. 32 Auctions is our closest competitor, pricing similar, but they charge a 5% of revenue fee, and they don't even have a mobile app. So a bit of a part of our benefit, our advantage is that we are a really low cost platform. We use a cross-platform framework that lets us have a single code base across iOS, Android, and web. Super easy to use. We have this concept of a fuzzy end time, so it doesn't just end at exactly 9 o'clock. If people are still bidding feverishly, bidding continues until it fizzles out, and helps the fundraisers actually get the most value to their items. And probably the biggest selling feature to our clients is the flat rate pricing, because our system doesn't care if you're auctioning off a $100,000 Porsche or a $5 vase. What's next? We're going to basically continue what we're doing, ramp up marketing, fine tune the pricing to try to find that sweet spot where we're making the best margins. And we also want to target event planners, which we started to do, and we're seeing some success, but then COVID kind of put the event planners in a bad space. Our ask is really just to maybe find an investor or partner who can help take us to the next level. Thanks, that's it.